my brother, David Kyle, and I am Amy Stapler and currently the favorite child of Rick and Linda Kyle.
Yeah.
And we're going to share with you our family's encounter with Jesus.
So we've personally and individually experienced Jesus through multiple points in our life. But in the fall of 2018, we experienced Jesus through a completely different circumstance. In August of 2018, our mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and obviously this was a pretty big blow for our family. We've never experienced anything like that before, but it especially was a big blow for my dad. So my dad had just retired about 6 months prior, and he was trying to figure out the world as he knew it at that point. He was trying to figure out the landscape and trying to figure out new hobbies and things for him to do. And then when we got the diagnosis, obviously his world flipped upside down. So this is really the first time we got to experience Jesus through this whole cancer journey. So immediately Dad stopped all his extracurricular endeavors and started all his focused efforts on Mom. He really was there for her for anything she needed, whether it was appointment visits, go to get her medicine, meals, you name it, he was there. He really served as the hands and feet of Mom. And the way he served her and loved her really is like the way that Christ loves the church, and he really showed that to us. My dad's always been a servant, but this was different. We saw the fear of Dad, but through that fear we saw this faithfulness, and really we saw that in both of our parents. We saw faithfulness, we saw prayerfulness, and we saw a positive attitude that looked straight to the Lord through this whole cancer journey. And this is really the first step we got to see and experience Christ through one of the biggest storms in our family's life.
Crisis creates opportunity. I was really looking forward to Mom and Dad living so close by in Huntsville, and they were moving in February of 2018 just in time for a little Stapler kid basketball and maybe a little babysitting. And when Mom was diagnosed in August, I just remember asking God, why? Why now? But in a crisis, I really have learned that you have the opportunity to encounter Jesus more than ever. Mom and Dad lived just a mile from our house when she was going through one of the hardest periods of her life. She had the best health care in Huntsville, with Dr. McGee being our cancer doctor. 2 weeks after Mom's diagnosis, I was in the car with my parents, and David called, and he said, "You won't believe this, but TOC just called and offered me a job in Huntsville, and we're moving." And then just being surrounded by people, and especially this church, they came and supported Mom and Dad, even though they had only known them for 6 short months. And through this, I think Jesus showed us that, hey, I have got this, that you are never alone. And we also saw that during the crisis too, that Mom God gave her a ton of strength. We call Mom and laugh that she's the Energizer Bunny. And during cancer, she probably had the same energy level that we have during our normal period of life.
Story.
But, through the crisis, we have the opportunity to see how God works. And we saw that through people and how they served our family. We saw it through the love that Mom and Dad had for each other. We saw that in the beauty of family. We saw that in the power of God and His healing. And we learned it through really the affirmation that you can trust God with all of your heart and not lean on your own understanding, and that He will provide everything that you need. And David, you really probably are the favorite.
Glad that you're finally understanding that.